right, y'all. Y'all know I put that pork butt in the slow cooker earlier today. Of course, it's been like just like that for y'all. Just a second. It's still cooking. It's not even close to being done. But I started looking for recipes, and I thought I'd like to have a soup. And I thought I've never made a soup with a pulled pork before. So I thought, I'm going to look and see what I can find. And I found a pulled pork taco soup that just sounds really good. Thing is, it calls for cans of pinto beans that I don't have. But I've got dried ones. So we're going to cook us some dried beans, okay? In my pot, I have got, right there, just a few beans, about enough to make a can of beans. Maybe I ought to add a few more. Maybe I will. I just need to wash them and throw them in here. I'm going to turn this on high because you want it to boil. I'm going to wash just a few more beans because that doesn't look like very many, does it? And we're going to boil them for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Then I'm going to put the lid on them, turn them off, and let them sit for an hour. Okay? That is what they call the quick soak method of doing beans. Put these in this colander right here. Pull out the bad ones and take them over here and rinse some water over them. And whatever's left, then we'll have soup beans. All right. There's some more beans. That's plenty of beans there. Okay, this is what I saw. Like I said, it's the quick soak method. I'm going to get the lid out for this, and I'll be right back. Okay, here's my big lid. And I'm cooking them in this pot because this will be the pot I just make my soup in. Okay? There's a bad bean I missed. A couple of them, actually. Sometimes you don't see them good if you get them in a pot. Those probably would have been just fine. They're just not the prettiest in the world, so I just pulled them out. So there's another one. Like I said, they'll taste fine. They just didn't look the best. Doesn't hurt. Some people don't wash their beans. Some people don't even look their beans. They just throw them in a pot. And I suppose that's okay. But you might get a rock. You might. Not as likely now as you used to be. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love to look the beans for Mama and pull out the rocks and the bad beans. And you used to find more than you do now. I guess it's the updated, probably electronically, whatever, for the sorters and so forth that they have now. I'm sure have improved greatly over the years, and they're not nearly as likely to. Look at them. They're starting to bubble. Can y'all see them? They're starting to jump around. So that means they're boiling. We're going to boil them 3 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off and put the lid on them. Okay, y'all, here we're back. Here's our beans. They have been sitting for a couple hours, actually, but that's fine. I'm going to take them over here to the sink. I'm going to rinse them, put them in a colander, wash my pot, and bring them back, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, got some water. Dumping our beans right back in there. And I'll have extra beans, you all. I will. That's okay. We can just eat beans. Yep, we can. I'm going to pull those out. They're like little shells, like bean hulls or something. They're just like the little paper outside of the bean. They're floating. All right, I'm gonna bring these up to temp, and I am gonna put a little bit of salt in them, but that's all. Just a little bit of salt. If I were cooking soup beans, right here's where I'd add my ham bone or my pieces of ham or whatever to this. But since I'm making a soup with it, and I don't want those flavors in here, I'm just cooking my beans, okay? And these will cook, simmer a couple hours, okay? And when these get done and my pork gets done, I'll come back and we'll throw this soup together in just no time flat. All right, y'all, here we are back. Here's our beans that we cooked right here. And, you know, we just need a can, I think, of them. And we need some ranch seasoning. We need some taco seasoning. We need a can of corn and some tomatoes. So let me get that together and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, here we go. We're gonna start with our taco soup. I've got our pulled pork over there. I'll add it in a few minutes, okay? It's still got a few minutes to gets done. We're gonna go with a can of corn. We're gonna add 4 cups of chicken broth, or this whole carton of chicken broth right here. Whole carton of chicken broth, 4 cups chicken broth. Put that over there in the trash. And I'm gonna add some of these beans, about 2 scoops, and that ought to be about a can or 2 cans, whatever. The rest of those I'll save just to eat. Beans. 1 package of ranch seasoning. Okay. 1 packet of taco seasoning. If I can get it open, it kind of got a little wet. I hope it didn't hurt it. I don't think it did. Yeah, it's fine. Taco seasoning. It's called taco soup. And I'm going to add in, doesn't say to do this, but I'm going to add it. I'm going to add a few carrots because the boys will eat them if they're in there. But they won't eat them if they're not. That didn't make sense, did it? They'll eat them if they're if I put them in something, they'll eat a few. I'm not going to put a whole lot, just a few of them. But I think they're going to be good. Alright, there's our carrots. And we need, and I'm going to add this whole quart of tomatoes. These are some that I canned. As a matter of fact, these are a year old. Still sealed up. Still smell wonderful. There we go. How's that for a pot of soup? Minus our pork. Now then, let me get something down here and get that to stirring up. Somebody commented, who keeps their utensils in a cabinet, bottom cabinet? I do, because I have a ton of them. And they are all organized. Each, like all my wooden things are in one, all my spatulas are in one, and they're very organized in there. So I can just reach my hand in there and pretty much grab whatever I want without having to look. Y'all, doesn't this look good? We'll add our pulled pork to this when it comes out. It smells good. Let's give it a taste. Tastes good. Tastes good just like this, y'all. We're going to add some pork to it, and we're going to make some fried cornbread. Or hoe cakes. I always called it fried cornbread. I never knew it had another name till just recently. Mama just said, I'm going to make some fried cornbread. Especially if she didn't have time to bake it. She'd just say, we'll fry it. I always loved it fried better than I did baked anyway. And if I think I want a little bit more stuff in it, I'll add some more beans. I'll add some, matter of fact, it probably ought to have some onions and peppers and celery. Let me grab that out. I'll be right back. Okay, if you all want your soup to be hot, like spicy hot, add you some jalapenos, add you a can of Rotel tomatoes. Okay? That's what you need to do. We don't like a lot of spice. That taco seasoning will be the perfect spice for us. It's just a mild taco seasoning, and it'll be perfect for us. We will not need to add anything else. Rinse that one out and have it ready to go again. There we go. Now then, we'll get this to cooking up. Just about don't have room to put our pork in it. Just about don't have room for it. Alright, I'm going to throw a few more beans in there. Just because. You know, add whichever you want. I'm telling y'all, soup is something you just make up as you go, and you taste it and you go, I think that'd be good in there, and you throw it in there. And start out with an idea, which I got an idea, and I'm just, you just kind of wing it, throw it together as you go. That's what you do here. You just kind of make it up as you go along. Like a taco soup, I bet. I'm hoping the mister will like it. He eats just about anything I cook, y'all. He does. He loves a vegetable soup, and this is kind of a vegetable soup. I want to do Senate bean soup with y'all sometime. It is so good. If I cooked these beans special for this, and you all saw me do that. But if you've got cans, I did not have any cans of beans. I try to keep a few just for quick things, but I'm out. I need to add that to my grocery list. But I keep dried beans too, and I've been here today, so it was no big deal to throw those on and cook them. I like to keep stuff on hand as best I can. Those carrots just add another little layer in there. I think the onions will add a lot to it. Let's taste it and see what we've got going on. Oh, it's good. It tastes kind of like tacos. It'll be good with some cheese on it. Yummy. Some cheese on it. I think I've got some in there shredded up already. Alright, I'm going to turn this down on low, let it cook for just a little bit. Alright, y'all, here's our taco soup. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty, that yellow corn? And here's our pork. I'm just going to throw this pulled pork in there. It is done, and it is hot. And we're just going to throw some pork in there. Just like that. 99 cents a pound. You cannot beat this pork meat. You just cannot. It's good. We'll have several meals out of this one thing right here. I'm going to check and see if I think that's enough. I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Some of it I've got to... Now, I think that's good. Yeah, that's a good hearty soup for the boys, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. Let me flip over this. This is the last one of our corn cakes. See how my skillet's clean? I'll just have to wipe it out good. It's a good way to season your skillet too, y'all. A real good way to season your skillet. I think I'm going to take that pork and I'm going to shred it up and turn off my slow cooker. We'll let it cool. We'll shred it up and then bag it up and put it in the freezer along with some of its. Turn that off. We are just about ready to eat our supper, you all. Let that one brown just a little bit more on that side and we'll be ready to eat. Yes, we will. Look at our plate full of fried cornbread there. Y'all see that? We are just about ready to eat. As soon as this gets done, we'll be ready.
I've been told everyone wants to see me, so here I am.
Well, let me pull you up.
Okay. Here I am. Now I'm hiding behind the... I've been told everybody wants to see me, so here I am.
He just come in from outside. Doesn't this look good? Pulled pork taco soup with fried cornbread.
I'm for that.
I know you'd be for that. All right, y'all.
Now that I've made your day complete, I'll move on.
All right, he'll be back in here in a minute, and we're going to get ready and eat our supper. I'm going to taste this soup one more time, with just a little bit of pork. You know, you got to get the pork and the bean and the corn and everything in it, right? I think so. Carrot. All right, I think I got it all there. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. Y'all want a bite? Everything is turned off on this stove now. Everything's turned off. I'm letting this cool a minute because it's boiling hot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. That is delicious soup. Delicious. They will like that for sure. I know that. As always, you all remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video. That'll be all for this one. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.